يا طيبة دار العدنان، يا مهوى شوق الركبان، يا أم الأنصار ومأوى من هاجر دار الإيمان. يا طيبة.
After the night journey of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam from Masjid al-Haram to Masjid al-Aqsa, he ascended to the upper heavens. The Prophet ascended to the heavens on stairs called al-Mirqat, in which one step is made of gold and the next of silver, and so on. The Prophet ascended these stairs until he reached the first heaven. There he saw Prophet Adam. Then the Prophet ascended to the second heaven, where he saw Prophet Isa and Prophet Yahya. They welcomed the Prophet and made supplication for him for good things. The Prophet then ascended to the third heaven, where he saw Prophet Yusuf. Prophet Yusuf was extremely handsome. Allah Ta'ala bestowed half the beauty on Yusuf. Yusuf received the Prophet with a warm welcome and made supplication for him for good things. Then the Prophet ascended to the fourth heaven, where he saw Prophet Idris. Idris welcomed the Prophet and made supplication for him for good things. In the fifth heaven, the Prophet saw Prophet Harun, the brother of Prophet Musa, and in the sixth heaven he saw Prophet Musa. Each of these prophets received Prophet Muhammad with a warm welcome and made supplication for him for good things. Then the Prophet ascended to the seventh heaven, where he saw Prophet Ibrahim. The Prophet saw Prophet Ibrahim with his back against Al-Bayt al-Ma'mur. To the inhabitants of the skies, Al-Bayt al-Ma'mur is like the Kaaba to us, the inhabitants of the earth. Every day, 70,000 angels go there, then exit from it and never return. The next day, another 70,000 angels go, come out and never return. This will continue until the day of judgment. In this, there is an indication as to the greatness of the number of the angels. Their numbers are far more than the numbers of the humans and jinn together. In the seventh sky, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam also saw Sidratul Muntaha, a very big tree of Sidr. Each of the fruits of this tree is as large as a jar. The leaves of this tree are similar to the ears of the elephants. Sidrat al-Muntaha is an extremely beautiful tree. It is visited by butterflies made of gold. When these butterflies gather on this tree, its beauty is beyond description. Then the Prophet ascended to what is beyond the seven skies. He entered paradise. He saw examples of the inhabitants of paradise and how their situation would be. He saw most of the inhabitants of paradise are the poor people. The Prophet saw other things on the night of his ascension. He saw Angel Malik. He is the angel in charge of hellfire. Malik did not smile to the Prophet when he saw him, and the Prophet asked why. In answer to the Prophet's question, Angel Jibreel said, Malik did not smile since the day Allah created him. Had he smiled for anyone, he would have smiled for you. In paradise, the Prophet saw some of the bounties Allah Ta'ala prepared for the inhabitants of paradise. He saw Hurul Ain. They are females Allah created who are not humans or jinn. They are in paradise and will be married to those men whom Allah willed for them to marry. The Prophet saw the Wildan al-Mukhalladun, creations of Allah who are not human, jinn or angels. They are a very beautiful creation of Allah, whose appearance is like laid out pearls. They are servants of the inhabitants of paradise. The least in status of the people of paradise will have 10,000 of them to serve him. Each one of them would carry a tray of gold in one hand and a tray of silver in the other hand. The Prophet saw the throne, Al-Arsh, which is the ceiling of paradise. The throne is the largest creation of Allah in size. The seven heavens and the earth, in comparison to the Kursi, are like a ring thrown in a desert, and the Kursi, in comparison to the throne, is like a ring thrown in a desert. The seven heavens and the earth in comparison to the throne are like a seed of mustard compared to the ocean. Allah Ta'ala created the throne as a sign of His power. Allah does not need any of His creation. It is blasphemy, kufr, to believe that God sits on the throne, as this would be likening God to His creation, and certainly Allah is not like His creation in any way. Whatever sits has a body, and Allah, who created all bodies, is not a body. Also, what is contained in a place, whether the place is earth, sky, or the throne, must have a volume. Volumes and shapes are created by Allah. It is established in the Quran and by the sound intellect that the Creator is not like His creation in any way. Then the Prophet ascended beyond paradise. He reached a place where he heard the creaking of the pens used by the angels who are copying from the preserved tablet. It is at that location where Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam heard the kalam, speech of Allah, which is an attribute of the self of Allah. The Prophet was in a place, but Allah exists without a place. Allah enabled the Prophet to hear the kalam of Allah, which does not resemble our speech. It is not in a language or sounds or words, so it is not something that occurs bit after bit. It is not letter after letter or a word that comes after another word. Rather, it is an attribute of Allah, which is an eternal and everlasting attribute. It does not resemble our attributes. The speech of Allah has neither silence nor interruptions. It is an attribute of Allah, and it does not resemble the speech of the creation. The Prophet ﷺ understood several things from hearing the kalam of Allah. He understood the obligation of the 5 obligatory prayers, and that a good deed would be written for the person who intends to do a good deed, even if he did not do it. Also, the good deed performed would be registered for the one who performs it as at least 10 good deeds, up to 700 good deeds. For some people, Allah would multiply the reward of their deeds more than that. We ask Allah Ta'ala to bestow on us the bounty of entering paradise without torture.